Hey! Welcome in, everyone. How are we doing tonight? So, we have the first of a very special set of sessions for our upcoming Dungeons and Dragons game. Uh, a lot of people don't. I've heard a lot of people don't stream their one-on-ones with their players, but for that reason, I feel like it's important that I do, as long as my players are okay with it, because I haven't seen any one-on-ones, right? So I am doing this not only for records, but also so that people who want to run Dungeons and Dragons games and not sure how to kind of interact with their players to set up, at least has a reference, kind of for like how I want to do it, and at least something to build off of, you know. So that's why I'm doing it. And with that, we're gonna jump over to this scene here. So we've got myself, and we've got Dragoon, i.e. Ian, i.e. Our paladin player,
Hello, everybody.
and Caden. For thousands of years, I have lain dormant, only now coming out of the shadows. I'm back. imagine this dark lord awaiting to be reawoken, and the first thing he does, he steps out of the shadows, reveals his cloak, and I'm back. Jazz hands. uh, how we doing tonight, guys?
Anytime I see "I'm back" in like all caps, I immediately think of Independence Day, like one of the final scenes where he's going up into the ship with his "Hello, boys, I'm back."
That's funny. All right, so bear with me. I am kind of toying with this overlay for our one-on-ones. I just had an idea for something that I'd really like to do. So bear with me, guys, while I move things around, because I am an undecisive it's a process, guys. It's a process. We'll go ahead and do one of these. I need studio mode. And let this be a little bit of lesson. You guys don't have to have things perfect if you're streaming. Perfection is not a requirement. Legends never die. Oh man, I you say that and I just think of Mercy from Overwatch. I immediately think of her voice. Heroes never die. Da 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 da. Where is it? Here we go. There we go. And I'm going to add a scene. And that is on the wrong thing. But you guys can't see that yet. Haha! I win!
I was about to say, I think the alignment for those frames are off a little bit.
I'll get them. That's also the wrong scene I want to add. By the way, sorry for not appearing. Hey, Caden, you're good. You're absolutely fine. You're 100% okay. What I'm display capture. That's what I wanted. I don't have it as a scene. I have it just as a thing. And I don't know why it's not working. Which... add... display capture existing... I'll figure it out. Oh, I can stop my virtual camera. Boop, there we go. But so, Resident Paladin.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta hydrate. It's 2:30 at night for you. I just wanted to come by and say, hey, absolutely, Kaden. I always appreciate people coming and saying hi. Bear with me, guys. I should have had this prepared. I didn't think about having this until just recently. So forgive me. Display capture, main. Okay. Can I get you to work, please?
You can try.
Desktop duplication, no. Windows. Hey, there we go. It's gonna be super small. I'm sorry for those who are on teeny tiny screens, but at least now you all can kind of see what's going on. And that's not what I meant to move. In the crazy Capri land. That is my desktop. We'll stick around for 10 to 20 minutes. Absolutely. Here, this one. All right, here we go. This is what I wanted to pull up. We have your character sheet. We have Sir Ian's character sheet. We rolled last time, and oh, here's the first thing I wanted to ask, Sir Ian. Paladins are charisma casters. Is the -1 in charisma intentional? That was the first thing I wanted to ask.
It's not really intentional, to be honest. I've never played a paladin before, so this one's a first for me.
So you just didn't know that charisma was so important.
Yeah. So I might swap that with how important is wisdom for a I feel like wisdom is pretty important for a paladin.
Wisdom is kind of nice. The way I've seen paladins, at least in the rules of 5th edition, are such that like it's all about your oath and like confidence in your oath, confidence in what you believe in, and confidence is a charisma thing. Kaden, it's been a while. Just saying hi and speaking to us. Yeah, you have seen hundreds of streamers, and I'm the best. Oh, thank you, Kaden. You can just see my head inflating as you tell me that. You gonna head to sleep? Absolutely. Get yourself some sleep, Kaden. Absolutely. Hopefully you can tune in for some of the actual games that we'll be playing. It's gonna be on Wednesdays once we get everything rolling. So hopefully you can come in and join us for some dice rolling action. But rolling back into it, yeah, wisdom isn't a bad thing. Wisdom isn't bad, especially since it drives insight and it drives perception. Perception's a pretty decent thing. But here's the question.
You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll take the hit to strength.
Ooh, the hit to strength, huh? You gonna go
I'll take the hit to strength and put it into charisma.
Oh, so you're ooh, a minus the strength. Does that actually? What are your modifiers? I think you get a +2 to strength, right?
Yeah.
So that at least puts your strength back to 0, a +0, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I mean, it does look like you're going a. Can you wear your chainmail still with that lower strength?
Let me find out. Okay, I just finalized. So if you refresh yours, it should show up on there.
Well, it might take a while. Oh, it did update quickly. Ooh. So you are now the most charismatic character in the party. Just so you know.
Hold on. Let me inventory.
So remember how you end up being the the leader, whether you want to be or not, or you end up being the helpful, and you end up like.
I can still wear my chainmail. My AC is 18.
I just want to double check chainmail.
Did my AC go up?
No, it could not have. You changed your strength, not anything else.
True.
Now I might have gone through and made sure your shield was equipped, because chainmail gives you 16 and the shield gives you a +2. Equipment. You have to look at the times each one. Sadly, it's a little late. I mean, absolutely, anytime you're able to bounce in. And hey, if all else fails and you really enjoy D&D, Caden, you can always check out the VOD. I will always make sure the VOD is there. Chainmail. I think you need a strength of 13 to wear it.
Yeah, it's this strength 13.
Let me try to pull up the actual book and get more book verbatim. Equipment, armor and shields.
No, I took it off and put it back on. It still let me.
It'll let you put it on and off. It won't block that, but details with the chain is you do require a strength of 13 to wear it. Did you pick all your equipment from the equipment selector?
Yeah.
All right, let me. Or the starting equipment, I meant. Let me look through.
Yeah.
Chainmail and a holy symbol. It really pushes you towards the strength-based paladin, doesn't it?
Let me see.
Chainmail is 75 gold.
I could swap my strength and dexterity.
Yeah, you might have to go a non-dexy.
Oh well. Give me a second.
Because you have a base 13, a flat 13 in dex, so that'll put you to 15. That'll definitely let you wear it, and that'll make you automatically meet the requirement for splint or plate if you decide to go even higher. With just your armor and your shield, you should be able to hit a 20. With just those.
Alright, so I went ahead and swapped strength and dexterity. Strength puts me to 15, and then I have a -1 to dexterity.
Ooh, a -1 in dex. That'll be fun. But that's a-okay. Because, let's see, we have the Dexy Ranger. We're going to have the Fighter. I don't know if he's strength-based or dex-based. Let's look at his thing real quick. He's definitely strength-based, but he has a bit of dex, too. He may be a bigger tank than you at that point, then.
Oh god, that takes my initiative down to -1.
Oh! That might... there are feats. So, if you can survive to level 4, there are feats that let you add stuff to your initiative.
Constitution's my health, isn't it?
Constitution is your health, yes.
So that would... I don't want to do that because that'll drag my health down.
Especially with a +0 already. You might have to take a hit to your mental stats. Yeah, you may have to rebalance that a little.
Let me take a look and see how that rebalances.
Reiterate, you are with the 16 in charisma, you are already the best speaker, the most charismatic individual in the party by a +2.
Okay.
So you have that going for you. You absolutely have that going for you, unless Keely does something with her stats.
Alright, so swapping intelligence and dexterity.
That will put you at the 16 for Dex. Now, here's an issue with Dex. It's your initiative, yes. You don't benefit armor-wise from Dex. And it looks like, what weapons do you have? Short sword? Short sword, really? Short sword. Ah, man, I already can't speak.
I've got short sword, shield, and quarterstaff.
Which quarterstaff is a strength weapon. Short sword is a strength or dex weapon. So, how important is it for you to want to be high in the initiative count? If you just don't want a negative, if that's all you're striving for is that you don't want a negative, might I suggest the
swapping dexterity and constitution?
11 in dexterity, the 16 in strength, and the 13 in constitution.
All right, let me...
Now, you could roll your spells in such a way that you don't take any offensive spells.
Okay, so you said it was... Okay, it was the 16 move to which one?
16 to strength, 13 to con, 11 to dex. So you'll get a +0 to your initiative, but you also get +0 to everything else you don't use anyway, because you're going strength based. You'll end up with that 18 in strength, and then you at least get a +1 to your con with a cheap and easy upgrade to +2 with a feat or with your ASI.
Yeah. So intelligence, I'm covered with charisma. Constitution, I'm good. It actually increases my health by 1. Dexterity, add an 11. That's fine with me. It just means that I don't get any
you can play with
bonus
your
into
intelligence and wisdom. Now, you don't get spells yet.
Mm-hmm.
But do we want to peek into spells just to kind of see? Because, like I said, if you don't choose any spells that don't benefit from charisma, you could have a low charisma paladin. But I think a lot of your features, how many times you can use them, is also based on charisma. Command is a DC thing, which is based on your charisma. So, like, if you only use support spells or smite, like, you could get away with having low charisma.
Where can I see, like, what the spells use? Because when I'm looking at the
if you go to the game rules drop down and click on Paladin, it should already limit the list to just Paladin spells for you.
Yeah, I'm looking at Paladin right now. I've got the oaths and everything on my left. I'm just trying to see, like, where it actually... Oh, attack, save, dexterity. Attack, save, none.
What was that?
Strength save. Those are the saves.
No, it's not on your Paladin class sheet. There's, under the game rules, there's the classes, and then there's spells. And there's a spell list for Paladin.
What is it? Game rules, Paladin?
It's D&D...
Oh, spells.
Yep, game rules, spells, and then you click on Paladin.
Paladin. Okay.
And that's all the spells that Paladins get. In any way, shape, or form. So if you get it from a spec, it should show up there. Now, are there any oaths that you already really like? That you're eyeballing?
Hold on, let me...
Divine Sense, 1 plus your charisma. Lay on
Hold
Hands.
on, I'm pulling up the Paladin class for the oaths. Let's see, I was looking at... The first one I was looking at was Oath of the Ancients.
Ancients?
Yeah.
That's an OG one. Nature's Wrath, Turn the Faithless.
Ice
Third
Storm.
level. You can use your channel divinity to invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. As an action, you cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. Must make a strength or dex saving throw or be restrained. I believe the saving throw. Uh, Channel divinity. It's your spell save. So yeah, their chance to resist is based on your charisma. So for Nature's
So
Wrath, the vines,
having the higher charisma means it's less
it's
likely
higher
for them
DC.
to take it.
Now, turn the faithless. You can channel divinity, utter ancient words that are painful for Fey and fiends. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Each Fey or fiend within 30 feet must make a Wisdom save. Wisdom save is partially derived from your charisma. So the lower your charisma, the easier it will be for them to succeed. Doesn't mean they're guaranteed to succeed or fail either way, but the higher you can get that, the harder it is for them.
Okay. Another one I was looking at was Oath of Glory.
You were looking at glory, spells, divinity, peerless athlete. Bonus action, you use your channel for the next 10 minutes. You have advantage on strength and dex. So that's just an advantage thing. So that's not based on your charisma. Inspiring smite. Immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your divine smite feature, you can cause your channel divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice. It equals 2d8 plus your level in the class, divided among the chosen creatures however you like.
So does that mean I can give my teammates temporary health?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
And the fact that says to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. Yeah, so neither of those are charisma based. So if you wanted to go a poor charisma paladin, and you like the channel divinity feature, glory is already a decent thing. Guiding bolt, range spell attack, so your chance to hit with it is charisma based. Heroism, gains hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier at the start of its turn, which is charisma based. Enhance ability is not. Magic weapon is not. Haste is not. Protection of energy is not. Compulsion, wisdom save it is. Freedom of movement is not. Commune is not. Flame strike, dex save is. So you have 1, 2, 4 oath spells that are charisma based, but you get those for free. I believe. Let me double check. Oath spells. I did not go up far enough. Oath spells. You gain access to them. Once you gain access to a spell, you always have it. Yeah, you just get those spells for free, whether you want them or not.
Okay, so basically, if I take this oath, I automatically get those as I reach that level.
As you reach those levels, correct, for free.
Okay, that's cool.
So let's explore the idea of the poor charisma bard, because that might be hilarious for the best charisma speaker in the party to be a +1. And I'm willing to entertain the idea that there's no good speakers in the party. Again, Divine Sense is based on your charisma, which is 1 plus your charisma modifier. I'm going to go ahead and say minimum 1. It doesn't say it, but minimum 1. So if you have a negative in charisma, you get at least 1 per long rest. Lay on Hands is level based, so you're good there. Fighting Style is not charisma. Spellcasting by default based on charisma, because your save is 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma. Your attack is proficiency plus charisma. So it's any spell that uses a DC or spell attack is based on charisma. Divine Smite is not based on any of it. It just
Ooh,
burns spell slots.
So Oath of Devotion, Channel Divinity.
Okay.
Sacred Weapon. As an action, you can imbue one weapon that you are holding with positive energy
You
using
add your
Channel
charisma
Divinity.
modifier to make attack rolls.
So that already would make attack rolls that much stronger.
To hit. Attack to hit rolls, not damage.
Still, the fact that it'll hit makes it that much better.
It helps you hit, yeah, if you really want, yeah. Turn the unholy wisdom saving throw. So both those are charisma based. And then Zone of Truth is a save. Sanctuary, I believe, has a save associated. Lesser Restoration isn't. So you can cure blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. Beacon of Hope. Advantage on saving throws and death saves. Regains max number of hit points possible from any healing. That's not bad, especially since, like, you guys basically have 3 off healers. So, if you're druid and your ranger, there we go, cast healing on the party, they don't have to roll it, just it's max. You guarantee max roll if they use their use healing. And it says from any healing. So potions, you max potions. I dare say if you wanted to pop the level 3 spell during a rest, you guarantee max healing from hit die.
Which one? Sanctuary?
The Beacon of Hope.
Oh, Beacon of Hope.
You get at level 9. So it's a ways back. It's a ways away, yeah. But definitely a very support thing. But you're, again, burning a 3rd level spell for that. One thing, I don't know if this will sway your opinion, but here are a couple things. I'm going to allow the burning of hit die on short rests to regenerate long rest abilities. So you are burning your hit die that you could use for healing to get back features. I'm allowing that. Two. Instead of an action, bonus action movement combat cycle, it's going to be an action, bonus action combat style. Meaning, if you want to move, you are burning an action to move. You're moving.
Okay.
If you want to dash, you're burning both. Which, those two situations are no different than wanting to move normally or wanting to dash normally.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is, if you're in an advantageous position and you do not need to move, you're able to take 2 actions.
Ooh.
Yes.
And that's if I take the Oath of Glory?
That's for everyone.
Oh.
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes. So, if your ranger gets into position and doesn't need to move, and you guys keep them protected, they can take 2 bow attacks per turn.
They can essentially take 2 shots.
Basically. Or when they get their extra attack, 4 shots. You at your level 5, when you get your extra attack and can attack twice per action, you can hit 4 times instead of 2 times. If you're in position.
So long as I don't need to move, we can hit them.
So long as you don't need to move. Here's the thing, though. Your enemies can do the same. The NPCs can do the same.
So essentially, if we get into position first, we could take advantage of that. But after the enemy's moved into position, it just becomes a war of attrition.
Basically, and the thought process is, that combats will go faster. You guys are basically doing twice as much damage per round, either way, towards you guys and towards the enemies. So with 5 players, combat should still move pretty quickly, right?
So you could also, if it's played right, you could also strategize it to where if a player needs to move back, a ranged player can take shots at whoever's closest so that the other player can move.
Say that again?
So I'll just take me and our ranger as an example.
Yes.
Say I'm down to 5 hit points. I need to get back away from the enemy.
Okay.
Our ranger can take, since they don't have to move, since they've been protected, they can take 2 shots at the main enemy, try to redirect its attention. Meanwhile, I can try to move away from it.
Absolutely, could try that. There is the disengage action, too. So you just like normal raw rules, disengage and then move. It's both your actions. You can't attack in that situation, but you can get away without getting hit too. Or let's say you're in position and you're basically just holding a line. You can attack and you can dodge. Give enemies disadvantage against hitting you. So if you're holding a doorway and letting your allies do most of the damage, you can hold that doorway and focus on prodding at them, but then dodging to keep them from getting through. Because if you go down, then your allies get overran. Let's say the wizard goes down, and the wizard and the ranger were right next to each other, right? The ranger could still pop off an attack and then use an action to feed a healing potion to the wizard. They don't have to feel like they're giving up their whole turn just to get the wizard back up. They can still pop off and get the wizard up.
We can be offensive and supportive essentially in the same turn.
Exactly. Because normally, so what happens to your movement in the normal rule if you don't need to move?
It's
wasted.
Just gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So this is giving you all that option. You don't have to move, and not moving can be beneficial. Let's go back to the holding the doorway thing. You're holding the doorway. It's your job to stay alive and keep enemies coming through as long as possible. How do you do that? You take the dodge action. What else can you do? You're not moving. You've taken the dodge. You've used your action. What else can you do? Nothing. You become a brick wall and do nothing. And it kind of feels lame, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's like, oh, well, I can't do anything else, guys. Good luck. Until next turn. Whereas, I don't need to move. I can do something either, like, just... So am I trying to keep them out, or am I just trying to, like, funnel them in?
Either way, it depends on the situation, doesn't it? Now,
True, because if need be, because being a Dragonborn as well, I also have that advantage of, if I roll properly, I can clear a hallway.
You can clear a hallway, or you can block off a hallway. Yeah, like...
Well, what I'm talking about is Dragonborn. I've got my Lightning Breath.
You do have your Lightning Breath, which I think is an action to use.
Yes.
Features... Breath weapon. Once per short rest as an action. Yeah, it's an action. So you could action Lightning Breath. It's gone until you get a break. But you could clear the super, super weak stuff. Absolutely. And then still go in swinging. Or anything that's left, run up to it. Yeah. Absolutely. Or if whatever's left is already in front of you, swing at it. Yeah.
Anything that would survive the initial hit, should it hit,
Yeah.
it's gonna still be hurt.
Worst case scenario, it saves and takes half damage. Very worst case
Well-
scenario, you roll a 1 and a 1, and it takes 1 damage. Best case scenario, it fails and you roll a 12 and it potentially dies. Auras. Because of the dual spec thing, at like level 7 you have 2, at level 6 you have an aura, level 7 you have, I think, potentially 3 auras. Yeah, and at level 10 you have 4. I might say you only allowed to have 2 on at once. And my reasoning for that, limiting you to 2, is if we go into the game on Roll20, there are options for the tokens. I'm not going to show that. There are options for the tokens to have auras. Yep, I see you moving your thing around. So let's... What's the one you get guaranteed? Your level 6 and your level 10. Aura of Protection.
Hold on, which...
So
Oath of Protection?
Yeah. Aura of Protection. Aura of Protection. At level 6, whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your Charisma modifier. And you must be conscious for them to benefit from it. So, 10 feet, right?
Which oath is that?
That's
Or is that just a base?
That's base Paladin. You will get that. You will get that.
Okay.
Now, I do that. Now you know exactly who's in your aura.
So looking at that, everyone is in my aura right now.
Yeah. Now we could do that, and you see who's not. Right? Yeah. Now, you have 2 auras. You have 2 auras that we can easily show the radius of.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more than that would require more tokens, and that makes it more complex. You'd have to move multiple tokens all at once, and... yeah. Now...
So essentially with this, if this is essentially me holding the door here.
No, basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. Especially if you want allies to be able to prod in, yeah. With melee.
Yeah. Well, I got the ranger right behind me, too, so if need be, if he's got a shot, I can just do that, and then he got clean shot down the hallway.
Yeah, but movement only happens on your turn. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So if you move out of the way, before your next turn comes, enemies are funneling in.
Yep. So
now, here's another thing.
If I'm holding the door, the easiest way would be for me to try to, if I haven't already used it, breath weapon down there and then get out of the way.
Maybe. I don't know if I'll impose any kind of disadvantage for shooting past allies. I don't think I will. Unless it's like super tight.
Well, if they're doing a dexterity build, they should be able to shoot around.
If it's something like this, there may be some disadvantage for melee attacks.
Yeah.
For all of you,
because we're all close quarters.
Yeah. That may be a thing. But for ranged attacks, you can shout out. You can shout and say, "Hey, I'm about to," or you know your ranger's behind you. You know, like they say, firing 2. You know to sidestep half a foot and give them a view without moving your square. You know. Another thing that the double action thing does is you can take an action on your turn, and then you can hold your action for a reactionary use. So, let's say you beat down the guy in front of you. You're full melee. You beat down the guy in front of you with your first action. You hold your second action, and when the next person steps up to you, then you use your reaction to use that action then. This also allows, if you want to use a reactionary movement, there it is. If you want to wait for something and then run, it's already baked into the action.
Okay.
So you can only hold one action to use outside of your turn, but it can be your movement without burning your only action. In current 5th edition D&D, to be able to dash outside of your turn, you'd have to burn your only action for it. This allows for more options.
Okay.
But, again, it allows for more options of the enemies, and since I'm just giving you guys max HP per level, I don't have to be easy on you.
True.
Work together. Be a team.
Communicate.
Communicate, whatnot, exactly. I'm just... What are the range on your... Are all the auras 10 feet? I think all the auras are 10 feet. Yeah, so it's a free action to change your auras. To turn them on or to change them. But you have to decide which two are on. Anyone watching, if you can give me an example of an aura that isn't either 10 or 30 feet in the Paladin, let me know. I am 100% interested in hearing this. Because so far, I think they're all 10 feet to 30 feet. 10 feet
Yeah,
when you
I think so.
10 feet when you start, 30 feet when you hit 18. Oh, as a vengeance paladin, you don't get an aura.
Is a vengeance paladin?
Vengeance
You don't get an
paladin, you
aura?
do not get an aura, so that brings your total auras from 4 to 3. But that might be something to consider. Oathbreaker has an aura. That's weird. Level 7 paladin.
Really? Oathbreaker has an aura.
Yep. The paladin, as well as any fiends and undead within 10 feet of the paladin, gain a bonus to melee weapon damage rolls equal to the paladin's charisma. A creature can only benefit from it.
Oathbreaker is charisma.
They're all charisma, yeah. It's the charisma of like what you believe in. The
Sure.
believing in yourself, believing in what being your oath. You are your oath. Believing in what you stand for. That's charisma. You are the aspect of your oath, and you believe in yourself. Now, if you want to explain, like, I think we talked about this a little, like, paladins don't get their powers from devotion. They get it from, doing their thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I talked about double action. I talked about the double action thing. I talked about the...
I kind of want to see how, I don't think it would be possible, but, like, Ancient Oathbreaker. Like, combining Oath of the Ancients with Oathbreaker, somehow.
So, Ancients... I mean, that'd be like the Eldritch Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's more Oathbreaker ancient than an Eldritch deity?
True.
An Eldritch god. You know?
True. Yeah. Praise Cthulhu.
I mean, yeah. Already ancients, beginning level 7, ancient magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an eldritch ward. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells. So yeah.
So yeah, Ancient Oathbreaker would work.
Now, we've been only looking at the auras in the channel
Mhm.
divinities. There are other features. Undying Sentinels, level 15. When you are reduced to 0 and not killed outright, you can choose to drop to 1 hit point instead. When you use it, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Additionally, you suffer none of the drawbacks of old age, and you can't be aged magically. At level 20, you can assume the form of an ancient force of nature, taking on the appearance you choose. For example, your skin might turn green and take a bark-like texture. Your hair might become leafy or moss-like, or you might sprout antlers or a lion-like mane. As an action, you undergo the transformation for 1 minute. At the start of your turns, you regain hit points. Whenever you cast a paladin spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can cast that as a bonus action instead. Enemy creatures within 10 feet of you have disadvantage on saving throws against you, your paladin spells, and channel divinity options. Disclaimer that even though it only lasts a minute, that's an aura. I'm gonna throw that out there. The enemy creatures within 10 feet of you have disadvantage on saving throws. That is an aura. It only lasts for a minute, whether you want it to or not. Or, well, you can decide to not use it, or turn it on and flicker it on and off whenever you use it for the minute that it lasts. But you only have access to it during that transformation. Again, level 20. We're a ways away from that. But
yeah.
Oathbreaker. You have the Aura of Hate. We already went through that. Supernatural resistance at 15. You gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. Level 20. You, the Paladin, can as an action surround yourself with an aura of gloom that lasts for a minute. The aura reduces any bright light in 30-foot radius around you to dim light. Whenever an enemy that is frightened by the Paladin starts its turn in the aura, it takes psychic damage. The Paladin and creatures...
4d10 psychic damage.
4d10, yeah. Additionally, the Paladin and creatures they choose in the aura are draped in deeper shadow. Creatures that rely on sight has a disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures. This is an aura. You only have access to it for 1 minute every long rest. But, yeah, it is an aura. But it is also powerful. So maybe when you pop it, you say, I'm switching out this aura for that aura. Yeah. So
essentially, it's both notifying you, the DM, hey, I'm swapping this aura, as well as notifying the rest of the party, hey, get ready, this is switching.
Yeah. And
especially with the fact
it's
that
keeping us limited to the 2 auras that Roll20 gives us.
And it also says the Paladin and creatures he or she chooses in that aura. So if the party's all around me and I swap to that aura, everyone in that party just
members,
became harder to hit.
As long as they're within 30 feet. Yeah.
So long as they're within 30 feet of me, everyone in there just became a lot harder to hit.
Another thing, I don't know if auras bypass barriers. So if there's a wall between the 2 of you.
No, that I would understand. If there's a wall between me and another player, then yeah, I would understand that not affecting them.
And I mean a wall. Like I'm willing to wave across pillars.
Yeah, but like if it's like a solid structure, like from one area to a full other, not just a
like how I have you and Keeley on Roll20 real quick. That
all right.
I'm tempted to say probably not. Although
it's
short enough. It's short enough. Here's the thing: does your aura go around corners? That's the thing. That's the question. If it's a big enough, like that, that's probably a no.
Yeah.
That is also probably a no. That is questionable. Now that your aura reaches around the corner,
I would say that like I'd have to be.
I don't
like,
want. I don't want to say
work,
it's a line
I'd have
of
to be
sight
like
thing.
right here.
I don't want to say it's a line of sight thing, but
like I would almost say it'd have to be like, oh,
I moved it.
Sorry, I'd almost have to say like if it's going to work, I'd have to be like either like right here, like almost completely in the room, or maybe here, this would work. Because technically I'm still in the same room, even if she's over here.
Yeah. I'm tempted to say, like, your aura spreads around corners, but it's a hard stop. Like that, you see that there's a bit of that wall that extends outside the yellow aura.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
yellow aura does not reach her. But the green one does.
So my larger aura will reach her, but the green one does not. Because it stops just before it enters the room.
Also, I want to share something. That's your level 18 aura. The green
Holy shit.
That's your level 18 aura. Versus your level 7, 8, and 10 aura. Just want to throw that out there. That's also the distance of some of your level 20 auras. So, want to throw that out there.
Okay. Alright, I'm definitely okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. Is there one that
you're absolutely want so far?
Yeah. I'm still with you. I think I'm going to go with Oathbreaker for the first, and then I'll take Ancients for the second.
Now, keep in mind, your aura of hate on Oathbreaker doesn't affect your friends. Fiends and undead gain the extra damage. You, fiends and undead. So, that aura doesn't help you. Or it doesn't help your allies. Just so you know.
Okay. But the aura
something to consider.
The Ancients... Let me scrolling back up to that one.
The aura of warding is friendly creatures have resistance to damage from spells. So they automatically take half damage from spells.
So teammates take half damage from spells.
You and friendly creatures. So if you're guarding someone and they're not attacked, if you consider them a friendly creature, they get the benefit. Yeah.
So my teammates, who I would consider friendly to me, would get that benefit.
As long as they're friendly to you, yeah. As long as you consider them friendly.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
Now, here's the question. What does your paladin believe in? Here's the question. What do they believe in? Because does Oathbreaker and Ancients fit what they believe in? Is the question. Let's go in. What are you thinking on the history of your paladin? Why did they become a paladin? What do they stand for? You have to have known we were gonna go here.
I know. Protection of others no matter the cost.
Protection of others regardless of the cost. So let's look through here. Conquest, conquering presence, guided strike. If a creature is frightened of you, its speed is reduced. Probably not going to be a conquest paladin, but
no.
Just skimming through that. Devotion, honesty, courage, compassion, honor. Let's look at the tenets. Conquest, douse the flame of hope, rule with an iron fist, strength above all. Do the majority of those fit? If no, let's continue. Devotion.
Hold on. What? Okay, we're on devotion now.
Devotion, tenets, honesty, courage, compassion, honor, duty. Do the majority of those fit? If yes, maybe consider it. Now, here, I'm going to ask this question. If you were acting in a manner that fits two different other sets of tenets, how do you feel about me changing your oath? Or removing your oath from you until you change your ways? How do you feel about that? I want to ask.
Technically, that'd be fair. That'd be
like to
fair.
ask. Or until you find like a group of people that are I oh, what would a what's it's not a monastery. What is an order?
Yeah.
Not quite an order because an order would follow all those same tenets. But you understand
Yeah.
what I mean. You are kind of aligned to two different groups of people, kind of, and they
Yeah.
could be in the same order, but the order could be like five different groups. So you have what's one, two, three, four, and five. So how many different paladins is that to be able to, one and two, one and three, one and four, one and five, two and three, two and four, two and five. It's like 15. I think it's 15. 15 different kinds of paladins from one order, depending on which two major groups they align the most with. So, maybe you might have to, if you lose an order, if you lose a oath, you either have to rekindle that or find another group. So maybe I say no to Oathbreaker unless you decide I'm breaking an oath and you find the group that is Oathbreakers. How do you feel about that? You can go for it.
Okay.
You could go for it. But like Oathbreaker should still be a taboo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could have two oaths and break one of them.
You could feasibly break both of them as long as you can rekindle with a group to regain your oath. As long as you can regain clemency or gain, I guess, bad word, but the blessing of an order, a group. Because, like, you're not going to be allowed to switch oaths like pants. Because there are oaths that contradict one another. And, like, if you break your oath of devotion to become an oathbreaker, and then you break redemption, you're not going to be able to go back to devotion. You broke that. Or it's going to be very difficult. Like, they're going to require a quest of you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, prove your devotion to this.
Reprove your devotion, yeah. And then if you break it again, like, good luck. You're probably on their shit list. But how do you think about that? I'm not saying it will happen. You may roleplay very well with the two oaths that you have, and it never happens. But how do you feel if that were a possibility? Similar to, like, if you guys all take your rest and you don't watch your stuff and someone comes in and rifles through things and takes things. Like, it's not pleasant to find out your stuff's been gone through and you're missing things, but it could happen, right? You guys can play in a way that prevents it, but yeah. How do you feel? And I'm asking because if you're flat out against it, feel free to say so. And I'll avoid doing it. But it's an interesting thing to think about, right? Because normally it's you break an oath, you're an oath breaker no matter what you do. So at least there's a way to get back in if you stop following a thing. But let's get back on track. We said the tenets of devotion: honesty, courage, compassion, honor, duty. Do the majority of those fit? If not, let's continue. Glory: actions over words. Challenges are but tests. Hone the body and discipline the soul.
So, looking at that one, I was actually looking at this one for a little bit.
Yeah.
Protect others no matter the cost. Actions over words.
Okay.
Challenges are but tests. And hone the body.
Kind of fit.
At the very least, those three do fit.
Now, let's look deeper into it then. Your We're gonna skip the spells because a bunch of the spells are gonna overlap, especially with two
Uh-huh.
oaths. Your channel divinity, peerless athlete. That's the one that gives you 10 minutes of advantage for strength and dex. Lets you carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much as normal, and the distance of your long and high jumps are increased by 10 feet. And the
Okay.
inspiring smite, you immediately after you deal damage with your divine smite feature, you can use your channel divinity as a bonus action to distribute the temporary hit points as you see fit. You could give the 2d8 plus your spell level. Let's say 3 because that's when you get this. So up
Mm-hmm.
to 19 hit points to yourself, to an ally, or you can split it across all your allies. And I'm willing to round up. I'm willing to round up. So if it's an uneven number, I'm willing to round up. So as
Okay.
long as you don't abuse it. So if you give 19 to all to split across all 5, that's 4 each.
Okay.
But you can also say, I want to take 5. I give the rest to so and so. So that's free to do. But if you want to do everyone gets a fair cut, I'm willing to round up for that. If you say
Okay.
2 people, because 19 doesn't divide by 2, if you say me and him, or me and that person, I'm willing to just say 10 for both of you. It's 1 extra hit point.
I mean, I could also do I'll take 9 and I give this person 10.
Well, for 19, it'd be 1 person gets 9, 1 person gets 10.
That's what I said. It's like I'll take the 9 and I give this person 10.
Well, at that point, you both might as well just take 10. You know, I'm saying like, let's bump it up. You're level 4 and you do this, and you split it evenly to everyone. That's still 4 points because it's a 5-way split. You give it to 4 people, that's 5. It's a 5-way split on on 20 hit points. It splits evenly. It's when it
Yeah.
doesn't split evenly I'm willing to round up. So like if I split the party and there's 3 of you at level 4 and you split it evenly, that's 20 divided by 3. That's that's gonna be round up 7 each because it's 6 point something. If you say split it evenly, 7 each. I'm willing to just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give that one to you. Your level 7 aura. You emanate an aura that fills you and your companions with supernatural speed, allowing you to race across a battlefield in formation. Your walking speed is increased by 10. If you aren't incapacitated, the walking speed of any ally who starts their turn within 5 feet of you increases by 10 until the end of that turn. And, oh, here we go. When you reach 18, the range of the aura increases to 10 feet. Oh, okay, so if we look at roll 20, the range
All
of
right.
this aura is 5 feet.
Assuming you're using the green for the representation.
I moved it to green, yeah. And then when you hit 17, it becomes the yellow one. So it's a much smaller aura. So you guys have to move in formation to get this. But it's an extra 10 movement speed.
So if we're trying to sneak through an area, we can move in formation and move faster through
Feasibly,
it.
yeah. Or if you and the fighter need to get up to the front line, you and him can book it together and leave the other 3 that may be able to stay back and still do things behind. Or if you are chasing someone down, that's a thing to use. So
Okay.
definitely interesting. 15. Glorious defense. You can turn defense into a sunstrike when you or another creature you can see within 10 feet of you is hit by an attack roll. You can use your reaction to grant a bonus to the target's AC against that attack equal to your charisma modifier. If it misses, you may make 1 weapon strike against the attacker as part of the reaction, provided the attacker is within your weapon range. And you can use it a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. Reset long rest. So another thing that it uses charisma twice. So charisma thing, and then level 20. We said this is glory. Yeah, this is glory.
Yep.
Living legend. You can empower yourself with the legends, whether true or exaggerated, of your great deeds. As a bonus action, you gain the following benefits for 1 minute. You're blessed with an otherworldly presence, gaining advantage on all charisma checks. Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack and miss, you can cause that attack to hit instead. Just, I miss? No, I hit. You just change it. Now, here's the thing. If you nat 1, there's still going to be a problem. But you can turn that into a hit, if you so wish. You can at least get the hit out of it. If you fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to re-roll it, and you must use the re-roll. You can use this feature. Once you use it, you can't use it until you finish a long rest, or unless you expend a 5th level spell slot to do it again. But you have multiple uses per long rest if you're willing to spend the spell slots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so I'll take
20,
glory.
Level 20, you just pop that to get discounts on merchant deals. Okay, redemption. Peace, innocence, patience, and wisdom are the tenets. Do the majority of those fit? If not, we'll continue. Ancients.
Not really.
Not really. It's a weird one because a lot of the features are all about not attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, but Aura the Guardian. Starting at 7th level, you can shield others from harm at the cost of your own health. When a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to magically take that damage instead of that creature taking it. This feature doesn't transfer any other effects that might accompany the damage, and this damage can't be reduced in any way. Protection of others at any cost.
Yeah.
Let's continue real quick. So your channel divinity, you can use it to give yourself +5 to charisma persuasion checks for 10 minutes. Rebuke the violent. You can use it to rebuke those who use violence. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. On success, it takes half. Interesting. Level 15, a Holy Presence mends your battle wounds. You regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus half your paladin level if you end your turn in combat with fewer than half your hit points remaining, and you aren't incapacitated. So you gain regen at level 15.
Where are we?
This is Redemption still. The one you said didn't quite fit. But I'm reading anyway because of how the aura worked. And then level 20, you become an avatar, which gives you 2 benefits. You have resistance to all damage dealt by other creatures, and whenever a creature hits you with an attack, it takes radiant damage equal to half the damage you take from the attack. So creatures deal half damage to you. And they take half the damage they do to you back. If you attack a creature, cast a spell on it, or deal damage to it by any means but this feature, neither benefit works against that creature until you finish a long rest. So if you wanted to become the peaceful paladin, as long as you don't hurt another creature, they hurt when they hurt you. That's an interesting one. But we'll move on since you say it didn't quite fit. Tenets of the Ancients. Kindle the light, shelter the light, preserve your own light, be the light. Kindle the light. Through your acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness, kindle the light of hope in the world, beating back despair. I just wanted to read that because it is, like, helping others at any cost is kind of fits
Kindling
that a
the
little
light.
bit. Yeah.
It does fit that. Sheltering them.
Shelter where there is good, beauty, love, and laughter in the world. Stand against the wickedness that would swallow it. Where life flourishes, stand against the forces that would render it barren.
Still fits within.
Preserve your own light. The light in song and laughter, in beauty and art. If you allow the light to die in your own heart, you can't preserve it in the world. So that's kind of like a reprise, like, be kind to others, but also be kind to yourself. And then be the light. Be a glorious beacon for all who live in despair. Let the light of your joy and courage shine forth in all your deeds.
So yeah, it looks like Glory and Ancients are my two.
So far, you're liking Glory and Ancients. Let's read into Ancients a bit more.
Okay.
We already did the Aura of Warding, which gives allies or friendly creatures resistance to spell damage.
Yep.
Undying Sentinel, if you hit 0, once prolonged rest, you can decide to drop to 1. You just don't die the first time you drop to 0 at 15. And then the Elder Champion, at the start of your turns, you regain 10 hit points. Whenever you cast a Paladin spell with using one action, it's a bonus action instead. And enemy creatures within range have disadvantage on saving throws against your Paladin spells and Channel Divinity. Definitely a bit more, if you hit level 20, definitely a bit more of a spellcaster Paladin.
Mm-hmm. But by that time, again, since this is my first time playing a Paladin, by the time I hit level 20, I should be used to casting spells anyway.
Yeah. You can turn Fey and Fiends. But that one doesn't affect any other type of creature. Nature's Wrath is the vines to restrain a creature.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe. I don't know how much you'll like that one. It's Ancients is definitely the most druid-like paladin.
See, the thing though is, Nature's Wrath is super useful if we need to catch someone, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Without killing them 100%, because you don't do damage with it. They're restrained. Now, they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn and free itself if it succeeds. So it can still try to break free. It's not a you're bound and you're bound until I say you're not kind of deal.
True, but that's also you're bound. Now everyone else in my party can surround you in case you do break free.
Fair. Unless they just succeed and then, well, what you gonna do? Let's keep going.
Continue the chase.
Open Sea. No greater life than a life lived free. Trust the skies.
Now, Open Sea is unofficial.
Fair. Look, I'm interested. Let's read it anyway. Is Watchers also unofficial? No, Watchers is actually released. Let's skip.
Vigilance, loyalty, discipline.
Let's skip Open Sea real quick. We'll let's look at what. Yep, vigilance, loyalty, and discipline. The threats you face are cunning, powerful, and submersive. Be ever alert for their corruption. Never accept gifts or favors from friends or those who truck with them. What does that mean? From fiends or those who truck with them.
Yeah, not friends.
Stay true to your order, your comrades, and your duty. And you are the shield against the endless terrors that lie beyond the stars. Your blade must be forever sharp, and your mind keen to survive what lies beyond. Interesting. Channel divinities. Watcher's Will. You can use your channel divinity to invest your presence with the warding power of your faith. As an action, you choose a number of creatures you can see within 30 feet, up to a number equal to your charisma modifier, minimum 1, and for 1 minute, you and the chosen creatures have advantage on mental saving throws. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Abjure the Extraplanar. You can use your channel divinity to castigate unworldly beings. As an action, You present your holy symbol, and each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turn creature must spend its turns moving as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of you. For its action, it can only use dash or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, it can take the dodge action. A lot more creature types, including Fey and Fiend. It's weird that it's a fear, though. But who are you protecting? Are you protecting any living thing or the beings of this plane? Which means so abjurations, celestials, elementals, fays, and fiends who have come here are possibly enemies to you. Aura the Sentinel. You emit an aura of alertness while you aren't incapacitated. When you and any creature of your choice within 10 feet of you roll initiative, you all gain a bonus to initiative equal to your proficiency bonus. Woo! So that's an extra up to +6. Minimum +3. Maximum +6. And then after initiative, you turn it off and switch to your other 2. Provided you have, well, at level 7, you should have 2. Interesting. That's a useful one.
That is a useful one.
Vigilance Rebuke. You've learned how to chastise anyone who dares wield beguilements against you and your wards. Whenever you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you succeeds in an intelligence, wisdom, or saving throw, you can use your action to deal 2d8 plus your charisma modifier force damage to the creature that forced the saving throw.
So what? I'm like a Jedi, just mind trick the.
You mind trick someone who fails to mind trick someone else.
Like, these aren't the enemies you're looking for.
You are the enemy you're looking for. And then Mortal Bulwark. You manifest a spark of divine power in defense of the mortal realms. As a bonus action, you gain the following benefits for 1 minute. True sight to a range of 120 feet. So that's dark vision in normal and magical darkness. See invisible creatures and objects. Detect visual illusions. Succeed on saving throws against those illusions. Receive the original forms of shape changers or creatures that are transformed by magic. And you can see into the ethereal plane. You have advantage on attack rolls against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, and fiends. When you hit a creature with an attack roll and deal damage to it, you can also force it to make a charisma saving throw against your DC. On a fail, it's banished to its native plane of existence. If it's not currently there, on a success, it can't be banished for 24 hours. So, that third feature only works against those 5 types. The things that aren't native to this plane. And it has the same reset, long rest, or a 5th level spell slot. And then Vengeance. Fight the greater evil. No mercy for the wicked. By any means necessary. And Restitution. How do you feel about that? Those tenets. Now, no mercy for the wicked. Ordinary foes may win my mercy, but my sworn enemies do not. So you could have a sworn enemy that you will not let be. But normal people who show no connection, you could let them be. You could non-lethal knock them out. Fight the greater evil. Faced with a choice of fighting my sworn enemies or combating a less evil, I choose the greater evil.
So, Oath of Vengeance, oddly enough, still fits within the protect no matter the cost. It just means that if...
Especially my qualms can't get in the way of exterminating my foes. And if my foes wreak ruin on the world, it's because I failed to stop them. I must help those harmed by their misdeeds. So we have, I think it was glory, devotion, glory, and vengeance at this point.
No, I think it was. I think it was glory, ancients, and vengeance.
Glory, ancient, vengeance. Okay, well let's read into vengeance a little bit. Abjure enemy. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. Once, choose one creature within 60 feet that you can see. The creature must make a wisdom save, unless it's immune to being frightened. Fiends and undead have disadvantage on the saving throw. So it kind of implies that your sworn enemies are undead or fiends. On a fail save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. While frightened, its speed is 0 and it cannot benefit from any bonus to speed. On a success, the speed is halved for a minute or until it takes any damage. Vow of Enmity. As a bonus action, you can utter a vow against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you using your channel divinity. You gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. So you could absolutely use that to either kill someone or to beat them down non-lethally.
That's useful.
Skipping the spells because again they do things. Level 7, Relentless Avenger. Your supernatural focus helps you close off a foe's retreat. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can move up to half your speed immediately after the attack, and as part of the same reaction. This movement does not provoke any opportunity attacks. So, imagine you combine that with your plus 10 to movement speed. Instead of moving 15, you can move 20, an extra square. And that's to chase down retreating foes. Soul of Vengeance. The authority with which you speak your vow of enmity gives you greater power over your foe. When a creature under the effect of your vow of enmity makes an attack, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature if it's within range.
That's useful.
Again, this is a very single target kind of class. And then last level 20, you can assume the form of an angelic avenger. Using your action, you undergo a transformation for 1 minute. You sprout rings from your back, and you gain a flying speed of 60 feet, plus 10 if you so wish, depending on your thing. I think Glory is the one with
the funny. Just stopping you real quick. The funny part of that one, of this, just in particular. Imagine this, if you will. Paladin Dragonborn.
Dragon Wings,
at level 20 sprouts wings.
Yeah, I mean, level 14 Draconic Sorcerer does it. But I think that's only 60. And that's at will, so they just sprout them or put them away.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about, like, think about this. You're choosing to fight a holy paladin or whatever, because, like, my main thing is worshipping Bahamut. Basically, it's like, I'm going from just a paladin, a Dragonborn paladin on the ground, to having wings and being in the air now.
Yeah. Also, you emanate an aura of menace in a 30-foot radius. Again, aura. The first time an enemy creature enters the aura or starts its turn there, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute, or until it takes damage. Attack rolls against the frightened creature have advantage. And it's a long rest reset. So
then, now it just comes down to, is it of which two of the three that have fit?
So vengeance is definitely, you are protecting others by chasing after evil yourself.
Yep.
Whereas glory and ancients are much more supportive in their roles.
So, if I stick with vengeance, I've got my offensive role.
You do, which I do think, like, Corey chose to go much more offensive. He still kind of intends on being a frontliner and kind of a off tank, but he went very offensive. um, the ranger can't really do anything but be offensive.
Yeah.
Druid has room to be pretty much whatever they want, um, including with their B shape, offensive or tank. Can't really be a supportive uh, B shape, but she has those too if she goes moon. Um, Wizard, I was trying to push him towards support, but I don't know if he's ready to do support yet. And then there's you, who
Where
would
I have the option to do both offensive and support,
uh,
while still
either
maintaining being a
I
tank.
probably offense plus support or tank plus support. If you try to do both, I think you're gonna lose something. And
Yeah.
that's not because I want you to lose something. That's you're gonna lose something. Corey definitely lost protective ability by going as hard into damage as he did when I talked to him. So
All right. I might go. Okay, so I think I'll do vengeance and glory, because with glory I can divvy out extra health,
good.
and then with vengeance I can at least,
Chase after people.
yeah. So I can be a tank, but I can be a pursuit tank.
All right. And that's not to say you have to chase after people. Like you're the single target tank. Like you
Yeah.
pick a target and you wail on them. You're the raid boss tank, whereas Corey and Keeley may more so be the ads tank. You're the one tanking the boss, whereas
While
they're
everyone
the
else is
ones
taken care of. Which
ads.
is funny, because the weird thing is my luck with D&D is I have no problems when I'm going up against the boss. It's when I'm going up against the ads that I usually struggle.
Because yeah, and this is the first time you've done Paladin, right?
Yeah.
What classes have you? What other classes have you played where ads have been an issue?
Ranger and fighter.
All right, all right, interesting. But so you're thinking, you said glory and vengeance.
Yeah.
Which one would be your secondary? I asked this because I need to put that into a feat.
I'll do glory as my primary, vengeance as my secondary.
All right. So when you hit level 3, you will choose glory. You should automatically gain vengeance options. Now,
Okay.
now, I want to say because of the way vengeance is built and how some of its features already are anti um, undead, anti fiend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a vengeance oathbreaker. How would that work if you're sworn against undead and fiends, but then you use the power of undeads and fiends? I'll have to think on that one. That's a thought.
So a vengeance oathbreaker?
If you end up breaking your oath of glory, yeah. Yeah. If you end up breaking your oath of glory and then choose to seek out oathbreakers, I'm saying,
Okay.
if that were to be a thing, you could end up doing a full, like, conquest and glory are two opposite things. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
had gone that far, I probably would have told you I'm sorry, but no. But
What, conquest and glory?
conquest and glory, douse the flame of
Yeah,
hope,
because
rule with an iron fist, strength above all. Even conquest and ancients probably would have been a no. But yeah, so that will be you. You technically have a fourth aura because of your avenging angel at level 20. You you don't get a level 20 aura from glory, but you do get your level 7. So you level 7 you get your second aura, level 10 you get your third. That's only 3 auras to worry about. That's not horrible.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. I'm gonna make a note on your character sheet. Other glory, vengeance. Just that way, when I go in to create your custom feat, I know what to add.
Okay.
So, how you feeling so far?
I like it.
You like it? Well, now you need to have a little bit of an idea of what your backstory might be. You at least have to have a why are you in Vandalin? I will say you. It's no secret that a dragon has been sighted very nearby. That is no secret.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably not even the first adventurers to go after it. But I'd say in the past 3 months, it's been very well known there's a dragon nearby. Phandalin, yeah. So if that could be a reason you show up, you could have a different reason. Don't be afraid to say, "No, I'm really just passing through, but I could use the coin, and this is a chance to help people." That's absolutely valid.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have a connection with another character or two, feel free. Work with them on that. Keep me in the loop there. Keep me in the loop so that I know that that connection already exists.
Okay.
But other than that, and don't be afraid to leave plot holes in your backstory. Stuff that I can hook into to create character intrigue.
I can edit my description of like background stuff, right? Can't I?
No, that's your. I don't
Or
quite
is
mean
it
that. I
it's
mean
like I have to
your
like
background, not like your. I mean your backstory. Leave holes in your backstory for me to hook into. Your background's just kind of like the general thing. Now, if your backstory doesn't quite fit Acolyte anymore, feel free to go in and change it. Absolutely, you can go ahead and go back into the builder and change your background to something that fits better by going to the builder and then going to the description tab. And if you put this character together beforehand, you should have much more options now. If you have a way of seeing other released backgrounds and one of them fits and I don't already have it unlocked, let me know. I can unlock it for you.
character details. There we go.
Yeah. And then you can change it there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more options here.
Mm-hmm. I think Corey made his, and then went back and looked. I was like, oh crap, there's a lot. Yeah, he changed to a what was it? What was it?
Ooh, I could do Knight of the Order.
He became an Uthgard tribe member. Fit him the most. But yeah, look through those. Yeah, look through
He
those.
became a what?
It's towards the bottom, the third from the bottom, above the Warforged and above the Noble.
Ooh, the Uthgard tribe member.
Yeah, that's what he decided fit much better. So yeah, like now that you have more options, feel free to go back and change your background to fit your backstory. Feel free, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, Knight of the Order fits.
But then,
You belong to You belong to an order of knights who have sworn oaths to achieve a certain goal.
But yeah, absolutely. So, and feel free to use the idea of your order has 5 subcategories, and you had to align yourself with 2 of them to explain what your 2 oaths. Absolutely, every true paladin is required to have 2 oaths. Then maybe to become like the an arc whatever the leader of a sect would be, they have to give up their other oath and go hard in on the one. And maybe that's a thing. Maybe these are the 2 that fit you the best, and you're going to end up going one way at level 50. Whatever one of them is going to be considered.
Yeah.
Level 50 would be greater than gods.
Arcana would be our like spells and such, right?
Do what?
Arcana's like spells and such, right?
Arcana's like spells, magics. Yeah. Are you talking skills?
Okay. Yeah, because skill proficiencies, because I chose Knight of the Order, it gives me a second proficiency.
And a musical instrument and a language.
Lots
of
musical
intelligence
instrument
stuff.
or gaming set.
Lots of intelligence skills for that one. And because of those extra skills you get, you may have to switch around previous choices of skill proficiencies. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think one said it was you get proficiency in persuasion.
Yeah, skill proficiency is persuasion, and then I also chose Arcana.
And then you have insight and medicine already from your class that you chose from your class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Arcana, Insight, Medicine, and Persuasion. Not bad. Turns your -1 Arcana into a +1. Which, I guess it makes sense. You kind of would need to be able to identify, like, magical summoning circles and shit for fiends.
Oh, I can actually do the add-in notes for my backstory on this, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you so wish, yeah.
So I'll do that at another time, because I actually gotta think deep into that.
Absolutely. Again, you got organizations, allies, enemies. If you want to flush out your organizational that you came from a little bit, absolutely. Because, so, you don't need your backstory doesn't need to be fully baked until we're approaching level 7. But having tidbits that I can drop in to this pre-made adventure would help.
Ooh. Okay, so going with the knight, that takes my strength to a +4.
No, you are already at a +4.
Was I already at a +4?
16 + 2. The background won't have any effect on
Oh,
your
yeah,
stats.
that's right.
Yeah, we shuffled your stats around a little so to boost your charisma and strength. But to keep your dex from being a negative.
Yeah. So dexterity, sleight of hand. I get a -1 in religion, but that's fine. +2 in perception, +3, +5 to persuasion now.
Yep, that's your +3 plus your proficiency. Yeah. +0 to stealth, and you have disadvantage. Oh man, you're basically a hand-me-down pike. Oh man, I'm gonna love seeing this. A hand-me-down pike foot.
I got a bonus to medicine, so that's good.
Oh yeah, especially like the first aid kits is a great way to give healing without taking a short rest and without using healing potions or spells. So that'll absolutely help. That'd be it. Oh man, you're gonna have such a duality. Like you're so kind and helpful outside of combat, but when combat hits, man, you're finding that target and beating your you're beating your tattooed fist into his face. Oh man.
It's literally outside of combat. Hello, friends. Let us enjoy this meal inside of combat. You motherfucker! You dare to touch them!
That's gonna be a duality. I'm interested in seeing that, their reaction to that.
As soon as combat's over, well, what a glorious day!
Oh, oh man,
Blood still on my hands.
that's gonna be
Blood,
hilarious.
it's literally just like blood drenched over me. Ah, what a rousing fight! How are you all doing?
And they're just looking at you sideways. Just don't know what to make of it. They're gonna question you whether you're insane or not. Uh, that's great.
All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for the night.
Absolutely, we put just over an hour and a half in. Absolutely. Things to remember. Action, bonus action.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Maybe share that with Keely. I'm sure you two will be able to adapt to that pretty well. Keep in mind your 2 aura slots. So keep and while it's in my mind, let me go ahead and remove those auras that you don't have currently before I forget them. What else? There was like 2 things I brought up. The action, bonus action, backstory. Don't be afraid to leave plot holes. Doesn't have to be fully cooked by the time we start. It's more of a, and I'm kind of anticipating every level taking 2 sessions. So that's basically 12 sessions before we hit level 7. Maybe a little shorter, maybe a little longer. It depends on how quickly you guys go through things. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm anticipating. I thought there was one more mechanics thing I brought up. I'm gonna have to take notes of my own ramblings. I can go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Oh right, it was your stats. I asked you about your stats, and then we sorted those out. Okay, so action, bonus action, backstory, auras. Keep those in mind.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything else. And it's completely on me to add your feat to your character, so.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I'd say that does it. Thank you very much, Sir Ian. Give my regards to Keely.
Will do. Thank you for having me.
And I guess that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for now. You know what, guys? I may switch over to some Skyrim.
I might stick around for that.
But
at least on my phone.
It'll be testing because last time I did Skyrim, it crashed before I could get to Riverhook Wood, and like every time I hit a certain spot, it would crash. So,
are you running any mods with it, or
now? Yes. Before, no, I wasn't. It was crowd control and the unofficial patch, and it was crashing. I turned off the unofficial patch and I turned off crowd control, and it still crashed.
So it'll be more or less testing tonight then.
Kind of testing. I'll still give crowd control coins though.
Okay.
But yeah, let's do that. You have a little bit of time to change gears if you need to get a drink or whatnot. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna head into.
Alrighty. Well, have a good night.
You hopping off of voice?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. I will go ahead and disable that sound effect then. for that overlay. All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go ahead and drop that over there. Let's get Skyrim going, shall we? Start. Crowd control is going, and I need to do it a certain way because I needed to do a loader. Man, it's been a week since I touched this. Oh boy. What was it called? The thing I was using. Oh boy. You know what? I have it in my browser. I remember having it in my browser under a collection. It's called Mod Organizer 2. Where did I save you? I saved you somewhere. I think I saved you in Steam. Steam apps, common, MO2. Hello. Hey, I remember things, guys. And I need to run it from this. We're going to see if this works. It's taking its time. Okay, the game's playing, but I do not have visual. So what I need is Are you gonna cap for me? No. That's fine. That is fine because I can do something different. I can do this. Whoops. I don't want to copy you. Boop. Here we go. Alright, here we go. This should do it. Yes, but it looks weird. And I gotta start a new game because of the whole... I loaded up a bunch of mods that weren't in the original, and... yeah. Boop. In my defense, I'm giving you all a rainbow. If rainbow works. And rainbow is broken. Ah. That is a, Shame. Rainbow, please? Ah. Hey, but it's working. But if I do this, it changes size again. Let's move this over. Let's hope I can get it sized right. We're gonna try right there. Bear with me, y'all. Hey! That's perfect! I did it, guys! Okay, so we have to sit through all this gobbledygook.
Hey,
And I'm gonna pull up
You're finally awake.
which.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial
So
ambush,
that
same
I
as
have
us.
access to
And
crowd
that thief
control.
over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, they could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there.
From my phone.
You shouldn't
There we
be
go.
here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're gonna test
We're
this.
all brothers and sisters in binds now.
Loading crowd control. There we
What's up
go.
back there?
What's wrong with him, huh?
Let's
Watch it down.
uh
You're speaking to Ulfric
something innocent.
Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the
crowd
leader
control
of the
stopped
rebellion.
while players bound.
Captured you.
It's recognizing it, guys.
God, where are they taking us?
I don't
Yeah.
know where we're going.
Looks like it's gonna work so
Southern
far.
Guard awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Oh, and I need to
Hey,
change the game
What
type,
village are you from, horse thief?
don't I? Gotta change the title and the game type. There we go. Save. Fantastic. And back into the game so we don't have to keep listening to
Why do you care?
the
A Nord's last thoughts. should
Yeah.
be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Scuttlebutt! Hey! How we all doing tonight, guys? Thank you so much for the raid! And you're the first one to trigger that sound effect! How we doing tonight, guys?
Look at him.
Welcome in.
General Tullius,
What,
the military
what were you up to tonight,
And
Scuttlebutt?
it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
What were we doing? Actually, I bet I could probably sneak peek, couldn't I? What were we doing? Some sleepy guitar, huh?
Used to be sweet McCurry.
Rocksmith?
Wonder if Elod is still making that mead with
So,
juniper berries feasting.
Rocking them sweet,
When I was a boy.
I don't know
Imperial
guitar
walls
slang,
and
guys, I'm
towers
sorry.
used to make me feel so safe.
licking them sweet chords, there we go. But, so, last time I tried to get Skyrim going with crowd control, we crashed before we could even get to Riverwood, and I couldn't figure out what was doing it.
Yes, Mom.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
With a suggestion from
Why are
someone,
we stopping?
I
Why
have,
do you think? End of the line.
I have performed several mod upgrades. and we're gonna see
Let's go.
if
Shouldn't keep the gods
if this
waiting
works.
for us.
We're gonna see if I end up crashing. Feel free to spend crowd control points as you all wish.
Tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
But I can't guarantee that this will be a proper
One
playthrough.
at a time.
If it works.
Empire loves their damn lists.
I will play through it as if
Ulfric Stormcloak.
we will continue through
Jarl
it.
of Windhelm.
The game difficulty, I think, is set to legendary. Yes, it is. And for every 20 deaths, I will be dropping the difficulty down by 1. So after 20 deaths, I will drop down to master. But the goal is that I will do well enough to stay on legendary. That is the goal.
Honor.
That is the
Jarl
challenge.
Ulfric.
So, feel free to help. Feel free to help keep me alive. But, feel free to ruin my challenge. I've technically never beaten Skyrim either.
I'm not a rebel.
I've technically never beaten Skyrim. I've technically never fought Alduin.
Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Alright, we're gonna save here so we have a thing to come back to. There we go. That way, when we start a new character, we don't have to go through the intro again. Alright. Last time we played Khajiit, so, I'm one of those players that, if I'm gonna be playing a character that has a third-person view, and I'm gonna be looking at the back of the character all the time, I'm gonna make a character I'm gonna enjoy looking at. You know? So, as kinda, I guess it could be considered risky. As risky as that may seem, I'm going to, I'm gonna make a female Khajiit. Otherwise we're gonna go with mostly presets. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Female Khajiit. Does anyone want to suggest a name? Let's hear name suggestions. Last time I played, I called our Khajiit, Khajiit Has Wares was the actual name of it. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. What? Why? I don't know why it did that. So that was the name I ran with before. If anyone wants to offer up a name suggestion, this is where we're starting. I'll wait like 20 seconds. I'll wait like 20 seconds because I do want to keep this moving. We have about 30 minutes to get past where things crashed. So yeah. I don't know how, so, Wanderlust. Wanderlust does a lot of Skyrim, and it's great. I love the way he does it. I don't want to flat out copy him. So, how do I make this unique?
You with one of the trade caravans, Khajiit?
How do we make
Your kind always seems to
our
find trouble.
Skyrim unique?
Captain, what should we do? She's not on the list.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry.
I may
Make
just
sure
have
your
to go
mates are
around
top
watching
class.
people play Skyrim
Follow
and
the
get some
captain,
other
prisoner.
ideas, because I'll admit I don't generally watch people play Skyrim myself. But we will find a way to make it unique.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a
Alright.
hero doesn't use
I gotta
power
practice my
to
Khajiit
force
voice because I want to try to
murders,
stay in
usurp his throne.
Khajiit voice. Tura's wares.
You started this war, plunged
What is the
Skyrim
phrase?
into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you
Tools,
down
wares,
and
weapons,
restore the
all
peace.
for sale at fair prices. Tools. Hijita's wares.
Nothing. Carry on.
Greetings,
Yes,
fellow
General
traveler.
Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we
Oh,
commend your
listen to
souls
this.
to
We are
Aetherius,
receiving our last
blessings of the
rites.
8 divines upon
For the
you.
love of
Wait,
Talos,
aren't
shut
there
up.
9
Let's get
divines?
this over.
Learn our as you wish.
Don't you in Skyrim follow some dragon speaking dude? I'm gonna be so bad at that voice. I'm already embarrassed trying it.
Can you say the same?
Which is fine. Which is fine. I gotta get used to doing voices on stream if I'm gonna do Dungeons and Dragons. We just did our first one-on-one with one of our players earlier.
As fearless in death
Helped
as he was.
helped him make some decisions.
Next,
And kind of gave him some stuff to think about
Here it is.
for
Did you hear
thinking
that?
about his backstory.
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
No, I don't. Can you at least remove the head first, please? Like, his head's right there. Oh, he didn't shower. Oh, he hasn't showered recently. Can you please remove the head,
Sentry.
please?
What do you see?
Oh look, a flying lizard. So, the farthest point I've gotten to in the storyline is doing quests for the Dragon Guard. Like, and having to make the decision between the blades, that's what they're called, the blades, dragging the dragon, I forget his name,
What is that?
and
The legends be true.
the old guys
Legends.
on the mountain. I forget their name too. All right.
Move now. Up through the tower. Let's go. Just need to
Forget what all my ow. I always forget that that's a thing. Where's my sprint? All right,
begin on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
that is not what I want. Settings. Nope. Controls. Where is my sprint? Left alt? Nuh-uh. Switch those.
God.
That's better. Jump. There we go. Oh, what? Oh, cool. Little thing up in the top right. I never noticed that one before.
You need to get over here. Now!
Oh, one thing I learned is if you run past Alduin, he doesn't do nearly as much as he does if you actually follow Hadvar. So you can sprint right through, and he just zips through. Like, it's very,
Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign Guard.
You, come on. Into the keep.
Just keeps coming. With me, prisoner.
I don't know.
Let's go.
But, so, whenever you all play Skyrim, is there a person you generally follow into the keep? I almost always end up going,
We're the only ones who made it.
going, for Hadvar. Sounds are very loud. Lower that a little. That's fine. And I want to give you all dialogue, just in case you want to do some reading. There we go. That's better.
Was that really a dragon? Bring us of the end times?
Cut my
should keep
hands,
moving.
please.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings
Yes,
off.
please. There we go.
There you go.
We are now
Take a look
unbound.
around. There should be plenty of
Crowd
gauges.
control options should be
I'm going to see if I
available.
can find something for these bones.
And to verify,
See if one of these chests has some armor.
Hey! We got a cow! Like, holy cow!
See if one of these chests has some armor for you.
Alright.
You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings, too.
Let's go ahead and get our magic equipped.
Keep moving. That thing is...
I'm going to go... I'm not going to go light or heavy armor. I'm going to go, like, pure mage on this run. Mage and, merchant. Oh, Z isn't my... Okay, let's fix that. What's my power? Z. Oh, I favorited it. I didn't equip it. That's what I did. Okay. There we go.
Come on, this way.
I have a lot of stamina. Huh.
Just give me a minute. I'm out
Cool.
of bed.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we
Maybe
can
reason with them. Yes, I'm a very good speaker. My
Hold
mother
on now.
told me
We
so.
only want to...
Oh, hi.
Water the ground.
Who's there?
And there goes our mana.
I cannot best you.
Hard fire doesn't do much.
No more.
Dead.
That'll
Okay,
fix it.
cool.
Let me see if I can get that door open.
Okay, how do I... There we go. We're gonna sell all that stuff later. A good merchant makes sure to have plenty to sell. And we're gonna be a very good merchant.
Look out!
Yep, the sky falls in on us. No, not the sky, the roof.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen now.
I learned this... Okay, I learned this lesson last time.
What was that?
The mage character doesn't run in first. That lesson I learned.
I yield! I yield!
You can't beat me.
Okay, cool.
I'm from the storeroom.
Loot.
See if you can
Loot.
potions. Might come in handy.
Ingredients. Potion. Just loot all the things. Wine? Yeah, why not? Wine, not. Yeah, I know. I'm bad jokes. I'm gonna have a lot of those, guys. Just so you know, I'm gonna have a lot of bad jokes. So if bad jokes make you cringe, better stretch out your face muscles now, because it's gonna happen.
The torture room.
Wow, it's really dark. Let's bump the brightness a little. Just a wee bit.
Hear that? You can't beat me.
I guess that's better. Oh, double magic. Nice. Loot. I want that. Mine. 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 Yes! Loot all the things. And now... Guys, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're rage looting a cage and quickly dressing in the middle of a fight? Okay, move, dude. Move.
Show me what you got.
Oh, our destruction's starting really low. Oh boy.
Hot dragon. Don't make nonsense.
Give me that.
Although, come to think,
Give me that.
I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Thought there was...
Didn't you hear me?
Not
I said
that.
to keep us under attack.
Now I'm
Forget the
carrying
old
too
man.
much.
I'll come with you.
Wait a second.
Wow, we actually ended up carrying too much way sooner than we did last time.
Lost the key ages ago.
Um, left alt, switch tab. Here we go. Okay. And, oh, we can sort by value. Fantastic. We're just gonna. Oh, it's value, not value by weight, though. Oh, Oh, that's... You know what? It's fine. You know what? Let's... There. Oh! And we have that spell tome. I should, use that real quick. Yay! We learned more magic. Our magical prowess increases.
Sure. Take all my things, please.
Wait.
Grab what you can.
Oh,
Let's go.
that's my carry weight. Okay. I was gonna say, that's worth 200 gold? We're taking that.
There's no way out that way.
Loot all the things. Okay, here's a question. Here's a question for you all. How are skeletons holding on to gold? Like, where is it putting it? Like, I get the bone meal. I get the bone meal. Where is it keeping the gold? It doesn't have a nature's pocket to hold things in. So, like, where? Tell me, where? I'd like to know. I would genuinely like to know where skeletons keep their gold. Because it's nowhere that I can see. Oh, we haven't looked up here. Are these the normal... Yeah, these... Okay, these... Wait, what's this one? I think these are the normal trees? Armor of Shadows. These look... A lot of these look different. I don't remember... Okay, this is definitely different. This tree is definitely different. Okay. Persuasion. Deep. Your damage dealing shouts are stronger. Shout cooldown is... Okay. Cool. Bound weapons. Okay, I probably don't plan on taking bound weapons. Except maybe to, like, stab them and then shoot them with magic. That may be a thing. Daedric blessings are twice as strong? What? Okay. Calm spell, calm... Paralyzed spells last longer. Silent spells dispel any magic effects on it. Ooh. That's kind of useful, especially against other mage. Frenzy spells increase the target's weapon damage by 50% except everyone but the caster. Ooh. Fear spells reduce the target's armor rating, and command spells increase the target's armor rating and magic resistance. Ooh. Illusions last longer, illusions are stronger, and ooh. Okay. I don't know what I installed to make these to change the trees, but I like it already. Rune Mage. Okay, we're not to copy Wanderlust too bad, but I've seen the power of runes, guys. I have seen the power of runes. And it's absolutely worth it. Sun spells. Right, right. Divine blessings are twice as strong. Ooh. Healing spells like Regenerate, Restore Light, and Attunement last longer when dual cast. Healing spells affect nearby allies at half strength. I'm definitely going Restoration because I plan on going... So, I plan on going in this run Conjuration, Restoration to keep my... Conjuration to summon allies. Restoration to heal those allies and keep them alive. I don't plan on going smithing in any way other than making jewelry. And I doubt that there's a thing for jewelry. Yeah. So, no smithing. So, restoration, conjuration, alteration, speech, alchemy, enchanting, and there was one other. But basically all of the magic skills. Alchemy, speechcraft. Basically.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think. Stormcloak!
That's for the Empire!
Die. Die. Oh boy, I can't quite tell who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. I missed. Oh, it's a good thing I missed. Here we go. Okay, we got hit, so we're gonna back up. This is legendary, so can't be too risky. Cool. Now go deal with them, please. Wait, I have potions. Might as well use them, right? Oh, it's an over time thing. Okay. Anything cheap that I can sell? Yes. Rage looting. That should be a skill. The ability to just rage loot things. I didn't save recently. I didn't save, guys.
Looks like we're the only
Oh
ones
no!
bring us to the end.
Oh! Hey,
We should keep
someone give me a exclamation point. The word deaths, DEATHS, and the plus symbol, all in one command. Someone do that for me real quick.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for the drones.
Oh no.
Give that sword a few swings.
Let's
keep moving.
Why don't I save more often? No. And I have no one to blame but myself. Man. Save. I'm so mad. Just open the door.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them. Hold on now. We only want to. If you want to die, so do.
I'll see you in nothing.
Oh, you're not dead yet. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Thanks for playing.
Let me see if I can get that door open.
You know, I wish there were a mod that like gave it them like a 10% chance to actually be willing to communicate with you. You know, to be willing to assist you. Like, hey, we're all in this. Let's set aside our differences for now to get out of here. You know, but the trade-off is at the end of it, everyone fights.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up.
Once you get out of
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen.
once you get out of the cave,
These Imperials have
everyone breaks out into a fight.
What was that?
Okay, so the way to do fire is to just kind of burst it, I guess, and let them take damage over time. Maybe they don't take damage over time. Huh.
There's no escape. Oh, you got. You win, I suppose.
I know. See if you can find some Pokemon. Might come in.
Alright. Let's do this again. I feel like I missed a wine somewhere. We gotta find all the wine. Go and get that out of the way. Save. Man, every time. Does anyone else have that issue where you start playing Skyrim and you completely forget about the saving periodically?
I hear that.
And you die and you just lose. Wait, this first. This first. There we go. Which one's which? You. Better. totally took my kill from me. Wait, one of them still...
You fellows happened along just in time. The
Cool.
boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you
Alright, now to get the rest of the stuff. Nope.
attacking Helgen.
Hot dragon. Please.
Gimme.
Don't make up nonsense.
Khajiit loves coin. Above all else.
Although come to think,
Boom. Save.
I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
How much
Come with us.
space? Oh,
Get
I'm
out of here.
almost overweight.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second.
Alright, get through this again. Skeletons, where do they keep their gold? Blah blah. Alright, come on. Yeah, come on. Also, why don't they have keys to the... Like, why does he have to say, hey, there could be something in here. Try picking the lock. Just open the gate with the key. One of them has to have one, right? There's no way that one of them doesn't have the key, right? Alright. This is where shit hit the proverbial fan.
Where's the way out?
So, let's try this again. And for this to be proven successful, we have to get
Nothing.
to Riverwood. I choose you to die. Get out of here. Oh, they see me as the mage and... Ooh, they know I'm a threat. You're not the same one, but it's... Wait, potions. I'm gonna do this right this time. I'm not just gonna guzzle them. Potion. Wrong thing. You. Die. Cool. Die. Cool. You. Eat shit. And then arrows. Arrows are free money. Yes. Give me that. And 2 of them survive. Cool. Save. Burn. Yeah, just stand in that fire for me. Don't run through it, you!
Alright. End it.
You're an idiot. You deserve that. Nope. You don't see me. You don't know where this is coming from. Oh, he knows where it comes. Nope, nope. Sidestep. You can't hit this. Ow. He can run away. Run away. Oh boy. Healing. Gotta practice that good touch magic. Arrows. I don't have enough weight. So
Do your work.
yeah. Arrows. Gimme.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see if we can find a way out. Let's see where this goes.
Open, dang it. Cool. Come on, Hadvar. Come on, Hadvar. Still as slow as ever.
That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this.
Ooh. So, oh, spiders, right. At least they're not... Nope. Nope. Snakes are better. I changed what I was about to say. Can I pickpocket you? Then why do you give me the option? Die. Ow. No, 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 no. F off. Cool. Okay, now they're dead. Now I'm happy to deal with them. Oh, and I'm carrying too much. Oh, no. There. I'm not going to ask where he was keeping that. Alright, and last time we came through, someone gave us a bunch of gold and asked that we attack the bear. So, in the spirit of that, we're gonna attack the bear here too. And I'm gonna run away. So that... Oh, it followed me! I should not have been the first one. Oh, I hear it! I hear it behind me! Oh boy. Hadvar, guard me. There you go. Yeah, get up there. Protect me. I don't know what that 5 means. Die, 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 die. There we go. Alright. And... Okay, we're good.
A snake
Cool.
type, huh?
Oh, okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Wait, become ethereal. Ooh, I should remember that whenever I get into a sticky situation. To become ethereal.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Cool.
Wait.
Alright. Mods. Sunhelm. Enable. Mod starting. MCM options will appear after closing the menu and letting the mod start. Cool. Sky UI should already be working. More HUD. I don't know. Immersive HUD. No. It kind of won't let me click. Cool. Well, probably because I started a mod, so.
Looks like he's gone.
And now, that's what it...
But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Rested, satiated, water skin. Oh, it lowered my carry weight. Oh boy. It lowered my carry weight, guys. So, Let's drop those. Let's drop those. That one. That one. There we go.
My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
I'm gonna come back for all
It's
that stuff.
probably best if we
I am
split up.
absolutely coming
Good
back
luck.
for that stuff to
I
sell
wouldn't
it
have made
later.
without your help today.
Oh, right, and stuff has like a warmth rating now, doesn't it? And because I'm not properly clothed, I'm... enabled... cannibalism. No. Needs. Oh boy, this is gonna... Cold rate. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, weren't there a bunch of... Oh, here they are. I was gonna say, I know there were a bunch of
Listen, you should go to Solitude and
bunch
join
of
up with
plants that I
Imperial
could
Legion.
pick
We could really use
along
someone
this
like
route.
you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Oh, and I'm overweight again. This is gonna be a common thing. Alright, we're fine. Save. Man. What was that effect? Or was it the effects wearing off? I don't know. Is he gonna sprint after me? Hey, come on. Gonna go mage, because of all the mage skills we're gonna be learning. More magicka, spend less magicka when casting spells. Oh, right, I did take a thing that, feeling rested, increases magicka, satiated, you move 10% faster, take less damage from falling. Right. More magicka, spells and enchantments cost less. What do these other things do then? You move faster, take less damage from falling, and more stamina? More health, more effective at blocking. Interesting.
These are the Guardian Stones.
I gotta figure out what the other ones do then.
Stones that dot Skyrim's
Oh,
landscape.
man.
Mage, eh? Well, each his own. It's not for me to judge.
Well, at least spells cost less now. That's actually kind of great. I regenerate faster, I have more mana, and spells cost less, which means I can cast them more, which, okay, in a way I learn them faster. If I'm spending more time casting them, right? Okay, we're getting to the point where I started crashing last
As far as
time.
I'm concerned,
So,
you've already earned
this is the test, guys,
But until we
right
get that
here.
confirmed,
Whether or not
General
I can
Tullius
continue playing
should stay
Skyrim,
clear of other
or
Imperial soldiers and avoid
I
any
should just abandon all hope.
complications,
These wolves are what killed my game. And I'm overweight again. Gosh darn. You know what? I'll just eat one of those. Nope, still overweight. What? Now? Yes, okay. Eat flames. Oh, is that? Oh, it's telling me their level. Okay. And I'm overweight again. Is there something I can drop that isn't valuable? Technically, fine. Oh, arrows have weight? Okay. Fine. Where'd it go? Where are you at? Oh, you ran all the way around, really? Cool. You know what? Screw it. There. Oh, there's another one? There were 3? Okay. Oh, a cute little Foxy. Hi, Foxy.
I hope that dragon isn't still flying around there somewhere.
I at least gotta see if it has eaten any gems or something. No? Okay, cool. There's always a chance for animals to have eaten gems. Because they're freaks. Hi, Foxy. How you doing? I don't know what my affinity with foxes
decided
is.
to come with me. We're almost
Like,
river.
I don't know why I like them so much. Okay, we've already made it further than we did last time. We've already made it further. So, game didn't crash. We beat the wolves. So far, so good. And I can summon cows.
Things look quiet enough here. Come on, there's my uncle.
So, guys, super special thank you to Wanderlust.
Uncle Halvor.
Wanderlust RPG for
What are you doing here?
Can I sell, please?
Fancy robes. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Okay. Selling things. All of this. Cool. Yes. And he doesn't buy them. Okay. What? Nothing there. I doubt you're gonna have anything I need here. I can't afford that. Okay.
Shores, bones. What happened to you, boy?
Oh, cool. I
Are
shoot
you
things.
in some
Uncle,
kind
please,
of trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
She's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain.
gonna
everything,
take
but
those.
we need to go inside.
Like, as soon as this
Okay,
is
come
stuff I can
inside.
take, I'm
Sigrid
taking
will
it.
get you something to eat.
And then selling it back to
Tell
him.
me
Like,
all about it.
I won't do anything illegal, but
What? What is it now, Mom?
I am completely willing to take things that they'll let me take and sell it back to them.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in
Okay, so
and I've got
okay, the heat and cold icon at the top tells me when, like, when I'm gaining warmth or gaining warmth or losing warmth. Okay. So many things to learn.
Sigrid, we have company.
I saw something about a survival tree. I just want to double check. No? Cool. Okay. Save. Alright. We have proven that the game's stable now with all the mods I've added. That I didn't have added before, and somehow the game is more stable. So, it's at this point that I'm gonna save.
Hadvar, we've been...
And we're gonna finish off here because I have run 15 minutes late. Thank you so much for everyone who came in, and a special thank you to Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt, their raid, all of your raiders, and all of those who didn't want to raid but stuck around and watched as Scuttlebutt hosted my stream. Thank you so much to everyone. Super big thank you. Oh, it's been so long since I've been raided, and thank you so much. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for testing out my sound effect. Unfortunately, apparently my rainbow is broken. But I'll figure it out. It's supposed to do the sound effect, it's supposed to do a rainbow. But apparently it's broken. But I'll get it fixed. I will absolutely get it fixed. In the meanwhile, let's see if we can pass the raid forward, shall we? Let's go ahead and pass the raid forward, and see what Derailed James is up to, shall we? We'll give Derailed James some love. Again, special thank you to Scuttlebutt and all the viewers you brought in. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. If you're in the Midwest, if you're in the way of those, the ice and the snowstorms, try to stay safe. Everyone who's dealing with winter, try to stay warm. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.